Let's pray. Almighty God, who in your wisdom and goodness have appointed the office of leaders and legislative assemblies for the welfare of society and the just government of the people, we beseech you to behold with your abundant favor as your servant, whom you have been pleased to call to the performance of important trust in this republic. Let your blessings descend upon us here assembled, and grant that we treat and consider all matters that shall come under our deliberation in just and faithful manner, as to promote your honor and glory, and to advance the peace, prosperity, and welfare of our country, and of those whose interest you have committed to our judge. Amen. Good morning, honorable members. Yes, welcome to our today's deliberation. Mr. Clerk, proceed.
Order number 1, administration of oath.
Proceed.
Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Proceed, Mr. Clerk.
Order number 3, messages.
Proceed, Clerk.
Order number 4, petitions.
Proceed, Mr. Clerk.
Order number 5, papers.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. And this is order paper. We have business with Honorable Dominic Ndambuki. Honorable, please.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'm Honorable Thomas Mutinda, Member of County Assembly, Wamonyo Ward, and I'm ordering brief for the Chairman, Budget and Appropriations Committee, Honorable Dominic Ndambuki. And I wish to lay the following paper on the floor of the House. Honorable Speaker, I wish to lay the following paper on the table of the Assembly today, 30th March 2022, the report of the Budget and Appropriations Committee on the County Fiscal Strategy Paper 2022. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Mutinda. Mr. Clerk, proceed.
Order number 6, notice of motion.
Thank you, Honorable Mr. Clerk. Under this order, we have notice to be led by Dominic Ndambuki. I think Mutinda will hold brief again.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Again, I'm on the brief for the Chairman, Budget and Appropriations Committee, Honorable Dominic Ndambuki. Honorable Speaker, that aware that the County Fiscal Strategy Paper informs the county budget proposals for the year and outlines the broad strategic priorities and policy goals that will guide in formulation and implementation of the county budget for the coming year and the medium term. Aware that the county treasury, pursuant to section 117, subsection 1 of the Public Finance Management Act, is mandated to prepare and forward the fiscal strategy paper to the County Executive Committee for approval and subsequently submit the approved County Fiscal Strategy paper to the County Assembly by 28th February of each year. Noting that the 2022 Machacos County Fiscal Strategy paper is the fourth in the county's planned period from 2018 to 2022, and that it was submitted to the County Assembly on 28th February 2022, and was committed to the Committee on Budget and Appropriations on 3rd March 2022. Honorable Speaker, I wish to give notice of motion that this House discusses and approves the report of the Budget and Appropriation Committee on the County Fiscal Strategy Paper 2022. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Mutinda. Mr. Clerk, proceed.
Order number 7, statements.
Under this order, as listed in the appendix, we have some statement to be led by Honorable Daniel Keilo.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'm Alice Nzioka, Honorable Member of Education Committee. Mr. Speaker, I'm holding brief for Chair Education. 1, Honorable Daniel Keilo. Honorable Speaker, response to a short statement on disbursement bursaries for the fiscal year 2021-2022. Honorable Speaker, on 25th January 2022, during the morning plenary sitting, a statement on disbursement of bursary for the financial year 2021-2022 was sought and referred to the Committee on Education to inquire on the following. 1, the total amount which was released by the Control of Budget in relation to the disbursed bursaries for the financial year 2021-2022. 2, the plans that the department has put in place to ensure the remaining bursary fund amounting to Kenya shillings 44 million is disbursed before the closure of the financial year. Honorable Speaker, I wish to notify this House that the committee interrogated the Education Department on their assigned task, and it was informed that 1, the department received Kenya shillings 40 million as the first payout from the Control of Budget, and the received amount was disbursed in line with the resolutions made by the County Bursary Committee on 1st November 2021 via minute 4/1/11/2021 as follows. A, that an amount of 900,000 which translates to Kenya shillings 36 million be disbursed in every ward. B, that 3% of the received bursary fund to be set aside as administrative cost and as per the Machakos County Bursary Fund Regulation 2019, which translates to Kenya shillings 1.2 million. C, that an amount of Kenya shillings 200 be set aside to take care of the bank charges. D, that the remaining amount of Kenya shillings 2.6 be set aside to take care of trainees attached to vocational training centers who missed out in the proposed allocation, as well as the extreme cases on physically challenged students who are referred to the department. Copies of the said voucher were shared to the committee for information. 2, finally, the committee was informed that the department requisitioned the second tranche of bursary amounting to Kenya shillings 40,329,996 on 16th February 2022. The said requisition is at internet banking, that is IB. The funds are expected anytime. A copy of the said requisition was shared to the committee for information. Based on the aforementioned, the committee interrogated the forwarded copies of the vouchers relating to the disbursed bursaries amounting to Kenya shillings 2.6 million and found that the said vouchers corresponded with the disbursed amount. In view of the above, the committee recommended for an amendment of the Machakos County Bursary Fund Regulations 2019, Regulation 10(1), which provides the functions of the County Bursary Committee. The said proposed amendments will modify Regulations 10(1) to read, prepare and forward reports on the bursary fund to the County Executive Committee member for matters relating to education, who shall further forward the same to the County Assembly for consideration and approval before any implementation. The proposed amendments will curb any divergence of monies set aside for the bursary fund. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. For more information, if you want, as honorable members, the findings, recommendations of the Committee of Education, you'll find annex. You can go through and see the findings of the committee and recommendations. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Helen. Thank you, Honorable Helen. I would like to invite any member who may wish to contribute on the same. Welcome, members. Yeah, thank you, Honorable Kamitu. Welcome.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'm Alex Kamitu, MC Talawad. Honorable Speaker, I don't want to take a lot of time other than to sincerely comment the report that we have gotten from Honorable Harris, because in regard to bursaries, that is the way forward. And on that regard, Honorable Speaker, I would kindly also request the committee this time around to push for the remaining bursary, because as you are aware, it was only yesterday that the Minister for Education, Mr. Magoa, gave out the results of the class 8s who had sat for the examination. So as an assembly, what are we expecting? We're expecting a lot of push and a lot of outcry from the parents, and especially for the Form 1s. And Honorable Speaker, you are aware, the intake, we are parents, and the intake of all Form 1s is always a very big burden to the parents, because we are talking about school fees, we are talking about new uniforms. So for ease of convenience to the parents, Honorable Speaker, I would request the chairman and the committee to make a push so that they may coordinate and cooperate with the executive so that these bursaries can be given as early as possible. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Kamitu, Minority Leader. Another comment? Yes, Honorable Jeremiah Monguti.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My name is Honorable Jeremiah Monguti, representing the Dene Ward. Mr. Speaker, I would like to recommend the Education Committee through the Speaker who has just left the floor, Honorable Alice, for this commendable statement. Realizing that, as the Honorable Minority has said, the KCPE results are out. And due to this fact, we have realized majority of our KCPE candidates who sat for the KCPE, they are from vulnerable families. It's soon that we are going to get that push so that we can distribute the bursaries. Mr. Speaker, that I have a reservations for the said 44 million, which was remaining as amount for disbursement, which is requested by the chair of the Education Committee to be distributed before the closure of this financial year. When I look at it closely and keenly, We have received 900,000. This was last year. And out of this, when you calculate, you find that it was only 36 million which was used. 3% of it was an administrative cost, and also 2.6 million was done as a training for the attaches of vocational training. My question goes to this training which had spent 2.6 million, because into my ward, none of the trainees was trained on these vocational training centers concerning our vocational training. You know, it's good that this money should be used prudently, and it should be seen to it through the implementation committee that every coin, because it tax paid money by our people, should be followed to the latter. Also, Mr. Speaker, I have a reservation on the 850 million which we distributed lastly. We were given 1 million, yet we were given 150. An amount of 150,000 was also left, which could not be elaborated. And therefore, my question to the Education Department is, for how long are we going to be in this predicament? Also, Mr. Speaker, you realize that we had budgeted for 120 million shillings for bursaries, for each ward to get 3 million. So far, we have spent 1.7 million. We have a balance of 1.3 million, which should be distributed to all the wards, each ward to receive 1.3. It's my question that we be given an account of that. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Jeremiah Mongoti. It has been noted that there were tourism balances which are not clearly shown where and what happened really. But I sent back to the committee to bring whatever settlement clear within the next 14 days for members to get clearly what really happened. Thank you, Honorable Jeremiah. Mr. Clerk, proceed.
Order number 8, Committee of the Whole House.
Honorable members, we can now start our committee. Welcome.
Committee of the Whole House on the Machakos County Southeastern Kenya Economic Block Bill number 7, 2021. Clause number 3.
I propose. Sorry, I propose the question that clause 3 be part of the bill. I now propose the question that clause 3 be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say ayes. As many are of their contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause number 4.
I propose the question that clause 4 be part of the bill.
I move that clause 4 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that clause 4 be amended as proposed. At this juncture, any member can contribute in support or against the amendment of the clause. I now put the question that clause 4 be amended as proposed. As many as are of that opinion say ayes. As many are of their contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 4 as amended be part of the bill. As many are of that opinion say ayes. As many are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 5.
I propose the question that clause 5 be part of the bill.
I move that clause 5 be amended as proposed.
I propose that clause 5 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that clause 5 be amended as proposed. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed. Sorry. I now put the question that clause 5 as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as are of that the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 6.
I propose that clause 6 be part of the bill.
I move that clause 6 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that clause 6 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that clause 6 be amended as proposed. As many are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 6 as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say aye.
Aye.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 7.
I propose the question that clause 7 be part of the bill.
I move that clause 7 be amended as proposed.
I propose that clause 7 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that clause 7 be amended as proposed. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 7 as amended be part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clauses 8 and 9.
I propose the question that clauses 8, 9 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 8 and 9 be part of the bill. As many are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk,
Clause
proceed.
10.
I propose the question that clause 10 be part of the bill.
I move that clause 10 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that clause 10 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that clause 10 be amended as proposed. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 10 as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 11.
I propose the question that clause 11 be part of the bill.
I move that clause 11 be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that clause 11 be amended as proposed. I now put the question that clause 11 be amended as proposed. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that clause 11 as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 12.
I propose that the question that clause 12 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 12 be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
New clauses. Clause 4A.
I propose the question that clause 4A be part of the bill.
I propose that the new clause 4A be read a second time.
I now propose the question that the new clause 4A be read a second time. I now put the question that the new clause 4A be read a second time. As many as are of that opinion say ayes. As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the new clause 4A as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 5A.
I propose the question that clause 5A be part of the bill.
I propose that the new clause 5A be read a second time.
I now propose the question that the new clause 5A be read a second time. I now put the question that the new clause 5A be read a second time. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the new clause 5A as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 6A.
I propose the question that clause 6A be part of the bill.
I propose that the new clause 6A be read a second time.
I now propose the question that the new clause 6A be read a second time. I now put the question that the new clause 6A be read a second time. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the new clause 6A as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 6B.
I propose the question that clause 6B be part of the bill.
I propose that the new clause 6B be read a second time.
I now propose the question that clause 6B be read a second time. I now put the question that the new clause 6B be read a second time. As many as of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the new clause 6B as amended be part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 6C.
I propose the question that clause 6C be part of the bill.
I propose that the new clause 6C be read a second time.
I now propose the question that the new clause 6C be read a second time. I now put the question that the new clause 6C be read a second time. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the new clause 6C as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 6D.
I propose the question that clause 6D be part of the bill.
I propose that the new clause 6D be read a second time.
I now propose the question that the new clause 6D be read a second time. I now put the question that the new clause 6D be read a second time. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the new clause 6D as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 6E.
I propose the question that the new clause 6E be part of the bill.
I propose that the new clause 6E be read a second time.
I now propose the question that the new clause 6E be read a second time. I now put the question that the new clause 6E be read a second time. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the new clause 6E as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 6F.
I propose the question that the new clause 6F be part of the bill.
I propose that the new clause 6F be read a second time.
I now propose the question that the new clause 6F be read a second time. I now put the question that the new clause 6F be read a second time. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the new clause 6F as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 6G.
I propose the question that clause 6G be part of the bill.
I propose that the new clause 6G be read a second time.
I now propose the question that clause 6G be read a second time. I now put the question that clause 6G be read a second time. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the new clause 6G as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 6H.
I propose the question that clause 6H be part of the bill.
I propose that the new clause 6H be read a second time.
I now propose the question that clause 6H be read a second time. I now put the question that the new clause 6H be read a second time. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the new clause 6H as amended be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 6I.
I propose the question that the new clause 6I be part of the bill.
I propose that the new clause 6I be read a second time.
I now propose the question that the new clause 6I be read a second time. I now put the question that the new clause 6I be read a second time. As many as of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the new clause 6I as amended be part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 6J.
I propose the question that the new clause 6J be part of the bill.
I propose that the new clause 6J be read a second time.
I now propose the question that the new clause 6J be read a second time. I now put the question that the new clause 6J be read a second time. As many as of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the new clause 6J as amended be part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 6K.
I propose the question that the new clause 6K be part of the bill.
I propose that the new clause 6K be read a second time.
I now propose the question that the new clause 6K be read a second time. I now put the question that the new clause 6K be read a second time. As many as of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now propose the question that the new clause 6K as amended be part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 6L.
I propose the question that the new clause 6L be part of the bill.
I propose that the new clause 6L be read a second time.
I now propose the question that the new clause 6L be read a second time. I now put the question that the new clause 6L be read a second time. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the new clause 6L as amended be part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 6M.
I propose the question that the new clause 6M be part of the bill.
I propose that the new clause 6M be read a second time.
I propose the question that the new clause 6M be read a second time. I now put the question that the new clause 6M be read a second time. As many as of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the new clause 6M as amended be part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 6N.
I propose the question that clause 6N be part of the bill.
I propose that the new clause 6N be read a second time.
I now propose the question that the new clause 6N be read a second time. I now put the question that the new clause 6N be read a second time. As many as of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the new clause 6N as amended be part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
First schedule.
I propose the question that the first schedule be part of the bill.
I move that the first schedule be amended as proposed.
I propose the question that the first schedule be amended as proposed. I now put the question that the first schedule be amended as proposed. As many as are of that opinion say yeah, ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. I now put the question that the first schedule as amended be part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 2.
I propose the question that clause 2 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 2 be part of the bill. As many as of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Long title.
I propose the question that the long title of the bill be the long title of the bill. I now put the question that the long title be the long title of the bill. As many as of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Clerk, proceed.
Clause 1.
I propose that clause 1 be part of the bill. I now put the question that clause 1 be part of the bill. As many as are of that opinion say ayes. As many are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it.
I wish to move the motion that the committee do report its consideration of the Machakos County Southeastern Kenya Economic Block Bill 2021, Machakos County Bill number 7, and its approval thereof with amendments.
I propose the question that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Machakos County Southeastern Kenya Economic Block Bill 2021, Machakos County Bill number 7, and its approval thereof with amendments. I put the question that the committee do report to the House its consideration of the Machakos County Southeastern Kenya Economic Block Bill 2021, Machakos County Bill number 7, and its approval thereof with amendments. As many as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As many as are of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Honorable members, I want to take this opportunity to thank you all for your patience, and you've done well. Thank you very much, and God bless you all. Thank you. Hey.
Senior second. With a senior second. Wait a second, eh? Munene hawa. Kote magoza bono. Tukazioga hiki kindu. Osia. Osia. Huh? Hai bas speaker we. Potenda ndio ofisini. Akambe ku pole sana. Thank you. Hello? 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 Hello?
Honorable Speaker, I wish to report that the Committee of the All House has considered the Machakos County South Eastern Kenya Economic Block Bill 2021, Machakos County Bill number 7, and has approved the same with amendments. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, I beg to move that this House do agree with the committee in the said report. And I call on Honorable Kisini to second.
Honorable Christine.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I do second.
Thank you, Ms. Akesini. I now propose the question that they also do agree with the committee in the said report. I now put the question that they also do agree with the committee in the said report. As men as of that opinion say aye. As men as of that of the contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Mr. Clerk, proceed.
Order number 9, the Machakos County Southeastern Kenya Economic Block Bill 2021, Kenya Gazette Supplement number 15, Machakos County Bills number 7, third reading by leave of the House.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. I now call Honorable Mobat Maida, Chairperson Justice and Legal Affairs Committee, take charge.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order number 131-2, I wish to move the motion that the Machakos County Southeastern Kenya Economic Block Bill 2021 in brackets Machakos County Bills number 7 be now read a third time.
Thank you.
I also call Honorable Kisin to second.
Once again, thank you, Honorable Speaker. I do second.
Thank you, Honorable Kisini. I now propose that the Machakos County Southeastern Kenya Economic Block Bills 2021, that is Machakos County Bills number 7B, now read a third time. And now I invite members to vendate on the same. Any member who might want to contribute? Honorable Katumo, the voice.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, Mr. Speaker. I am Justice Katumo, Honorable Justice Katumo, the voice. I wish just to highlight that what we have done today is very important. We have been looking forward to forming an economic bloc that will guide our development as a shared identity. We are grateful that beginning with what we have done today, as members, we are joining other counties in the same mode to make sure that going forward, as we make our budgets, as we consolidate our resources, we'll be able to work together to make sure this block prospers and make sure that our residents within the same region will be able to get resources that are good. One thing I've realized with this, in the process of trying to come up with a bill and then the act, is that there are so many things we can work together as the 3 counties of the Lower Eastern. And we can share experiences. We can be able to benchmark together with other blocks and therefore make our residents feel and enjoy the fruits of devolution. And therefore I support, because I know the other assemblies are doing the same. We should all together move together in unity, and I'm sure within the next few years, we'll be able to achieve much. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Katumo. Honorable Kate.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I want to congratulate Honorable Maida. And before I continue, Honorable Speaker, I'm Cosmas Kete, I represent Lower Kaiwan Ward. I want to congratulate the Committee on Justice and Legal Affairs, led by Honorable Maida, for coming up, preparing and coming up with that bill. Honorable Speaker, for purposes of embracing diversity, this bill will go ahead and spearhead development within our counties. Somebody said, if you want to go far, if you want to go fast, go alone, and if you want to go far, go with others. So, as a county, we would not have achieved much if we went alone in the days that are ahead of us. Otherwise, with the other counties, we are likely to achieve much because of the shared resources that we have. We'll be able to reach more markets. We'll also be able to empower our people in different areas. So, Honorable Speaker, I do support that the bill sees the light of the day. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Kieti. Honorable Kamitu, Leader of Majority. Minority, sorry.
Yeah, thank you very much, our Honorable Speaker. I stand here, first of all, to appreciate our committee led by our Honorable and able Chairman, Honorable Moffat Maida. And it is on that regard, Honorable Speaker, we should also remember to also appreciate the leadership of the three governors. That is Our Excellency Governor Charity Ngilu, His Excellency Professor Kivuda, and to crown it all, our Governor, Dr. Alfred Mutua. And more importantly, now the Machakos County Assembly honorable members and the other stakeholders for having thought of this good move. This is a movement that it is going to incorporate and coordinate all the sustainable development within the three counties. It is also a good sign that there will be free market enhancing the economic growth within the three counties. So it's a good move, and that is exactly what we should have done earlier than that. So for that, let me sit down and say it's a good move for the electorate and the residents of the three member counties. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Kamitu. Honorable Kisini.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for also giving me this time to contribute to this debate. I first also want to thank the Chairman of the Committee of Justice, Honorable Moffat Maida, and all the other committee members for steering and for spearheading this exercise, which began about 2 years back, and now we are seeing it coming to the end. I also want to congratulate Honorable Jeremiah, who was once a vice chair of the Joint Committee at the initial stages, and when he was the chairman of devolution. It is not good to forget him. He really did a good work. And then I thank members for seeing to it that this bill is going to pass. There are a lot of benefits to this to our people. And I think when this economic bloc is formed, it is going to open many, many doors for our people. And we want to thank all the members of the three counties for agreeing to work together for the benefit of their people. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Kisini. May I call upon the mover to reply? Movered by the Honorable.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. I first of all congratulate you for guiding this House ably today in the morning session. Two, I want to congratulate the members of the Joint Committees of Justice, Legal Affairs, and the Devolution and Intergovernmental Affairs for helping tackling the bill before it was brought here. Were it not for them, this bill could not have seen the light of the day. I also wish to thank all the honorable members for your contribution, because you brought light to the Machakos County. The second assembly of Machakos will be remembered as the pioneers of the SECEB when the three governors are sent to them to this bill. Honorable Speaker, I also wish to thank the office of the clerk and that of the Speaker for enabling the members to travel so that they can consider this bill. With those few remarks, I thank you, honorable members, and the honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Honorable Maida, for that work done. I now put the question that Machakos County, Southeastern Kenya Economic Block, Bill number 2021, that is Machakos County Bills number 7, be now read at that time. Now, as men as of that opinion, say aye. Aye. As men as of contrary opinion, say nay. The ayes have it. Mr. Clerk, proceed.
An act of the County Assembly of Machakos to provide for the ratification and implementation of the Southeastern Kenya Economic Bloc Agreement and for the connected purposes.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. Proceed again.
Order number 10, motion approval of report on county budget review and outlook paper 2021.
Thank you, Mr. Clerk. In that order number 10, I call Honorable Ndambuki, Chairperson, Budget and Appropriation Committee. Mr. Ndambuki, Honorable Ndambuki.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. My name is Honorable Dominic Ndambuki, Chair, BAC. Honorable Speaker, that aware that the county budget review outlook paper is prepared in accordance with Section 118 of the Public Finance Management Act of 2012, which requires the county treasury to prepare and submit it to the county executive committee for approval by 30th September in each financial year. Aware that the county executive committee shall consider the county budget review and outlook paper with a view to approving it with or without amendments, not later than 14 days after its submission. Further, aware that not later than 7 days after the CBROP has been approved by Executive Committee, the County Treasury shall submit the paper to the Budget and Appropriations Committee of the County Assembly to be laid before the County Assembly and publish and publicize the paper not less than 15 days after laying the paper before the County Assembly. Cognizant that the County Assembly received County Budget Review and Outlook paper on 18th October 2021, and the paper committed to the Budget and Appropriations Committee. Honorable Speaker, I wish to move the motion that this House discusses and approves the report of the Committee on Budget and Appropriations on the County Budget Review and Outlook paper 2021. Honorable Speaker, I call upon Honorable Moffat Maida to second.
Honorable Maida, please.
Honorable Speaker, I second.
Thank you, Honorable Maida. Honorable Ndambuki, read the recommendations.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'm going to read the report of the Budget and Appropriations Committee on County Budget Review and Outlook paper, prepared this month of March 2022. Honorable Speaker, Section 118 of the Public Finance Management Act of 2012 requires that each county treasury prepares county budget review and outlook paper in respect of their county for each financial year. The CBROP is prepared in accordance with Section 118 of PFM Act of 2012 and presents 1. Actual performance in the reporting period compared to the budget appropriation. 2. Updated economic and financial forecasts with sufficient information to show changes from the forecasts in the most recent county fiscal strategy paper. 3. Information on how actual financial performance for the previous financial year may have affected compliance with the fiscal responsibility principles or the financial objectives in the latest CFSP. The CBROP should be considered and approved by the County Executive Committee before it is submitted to the Assembly. Once approved by the County Executive Committee, the County Treasury should, within 7 days, submit the paper to the Assembly and have it published and publicized not later than 15 days after laying the paper before the County Assembly. Honorable Speaker, the CBROP of 2022 was received in the Assembly on 18th October 2021 and was thereafter committed to the Budget and Appropriations Committee. Establishment and mandate of the committee. Honorable Speaker, the Budget and Appropriations Committee is a select committee established in line with the provision of Standing Order 186, Suborder 3A, which provides that there shall be a select committee to be known as County Budget and Appropriations Committee, consisting of a chairperson and not more than 8 other members. The main role of the committee is to take lead in budgetary preparation and oversight by the County Assembly, among other roles including to examine CBROP and make recommendations to the House. Other mandates of the committee include the following. A. Investigate, inquire into, and report on all matters relating to coordination, control, and monitoring of county budget. B. Discuss and review the budget estimates and make recommendations to the House. C. Examine bills related to the county budget, including appropriation bills. Honorable Speaker, the broad objective of the committee is to ensure that there is prudence and accountability in the use of public resources and that the public realizes value for money in all government expenditure. Membership of the committee. Honorable Speaker, the committee comprises of the following members. 1. Honorable Dominic Ndambuki, Chairperson. 2. Honorable Angela Monyasya, Vice Chairperson. 3. Honorable Paul Museku, Member. 4. Honorable Winnie Mustua, Member. 5. Honorable Thomas Mutinda, Member. 6. Honorable Ikusia Kaloki, Member. 7. Honorable Jacqueline Nziva, Member. 8. Honorable Moffat Maida, Member. 9. Honorable Daniel Mbevi, Member. Objectives of the CBROP. Honorable Speaker, CBROP aims to provide a review of the physical performance for the fiscal year 2020-2021 and how the outcomes impacted the county's financial objective and fiscal responsibility principles as envisaged in the PFM Act of 2021 and CFSP 2021. It also relays the primary sector ceilings for the fiscal year 2022-2023 budget, inclusive of indicative projections for fiscal year 2023-2024 and 2024-2025 medium-term economic financial period. The ceilings will set off the budget preparation process for the fiscal year. Fiscal responsibility principles. Honorable Speaker, in line with Chapter 12 of the Constitution of Kenya, as read together with Section 107 of PFM Act of 2012, 1. The county government's recurrent expenditure shall not exceed the county government's total revenue. 2. Over medium term, a minimum of 30% of the county budget shall be allocated to development expenditure. 3. The county government's expenditure on wages and benefits for public officers shall not exceed a percentage of the county government revenue as prescribed by the regulations. 4. Over the medium term, the county government's borrowing shall be used only for the purpose of financing development expenditure and not for recurrent expenditure. 5. Public debt and obligations shall be maintained at a sustainable level as approved by the county government. 6. Fiscal risks shall be managed prudently. 7. A reasonable degree of predictability will, with respect to the level of tax rates and tax basis, shall be maintained, considering any tax reforms that may be made in the future. We'll look at the review of fiscal performance in fiscal year 2020-2021. In fiscal year 2020-2021, the county approved budget estimates were 13.5 billion Kenya shillings, comprising 8.96 billion Kenya shillings equitable share and 3.23 billion Kenya shillings conditional grants and 1.3 billion Kenya shillings from own source revenues. The equitable share and conditional grants included balances brought forward from the previous financial year of 2019-2020. During the period under review, the county received 11.88 billion Kenya shillings, comprising of the following: 1, 8.42 billion Kenya shillings equitable share; 2, 1.64 billion Kenya shillings conditional grants; 3, 1.296 billion Kenya shillings on source revenues; 4, 0.52 billion Kenya shillings, which are balances brought forward from the previous fiscal year. During the period under review, the overall budget execution declined to 83% from 88% reported in the fiscal year 2019-2020. This was attributed to a low absorption rate of the development budget, which was 59% as compared to 68% in the fiscal year 2019-2020. Fiscal performance. We look at revenue performance. Honorable Speaker, during the period, the county got 11.88 billion Kenya shillings against a target of 13.49 billion Kenya shillings. The 11.88 billion Kenya shillings was from the following sources. Honorable Speaker, I request that the House, Honorable Speaker, looks at the table that is given. And Honorable Speaker, if you allow me, I will read the totals at the bottom. We look, there is the first table, recurrent expenditure, total being actual 8,334,099,996 Kenya shillings. Revised budget on recurrent expenditure, 8,734,182,662 Kenya shillings. Performance rate, 95%. Development expenditure. County executive, actual, 2,753,348,858 Kenya shillings. Revised budget, 4,538,610,959 Kenya shillings. Performance, 61%. County assembly, 134,065,168 Kenya shillings. Revised budget, 215,777,380 Kenya shillings. Performance, 62%. Total for the entire county. Actual, 2,087,414,026 Kenya shillings. Revised budget, 4,754,388,339 Kenya shillings. Performance rate, 61%. Honorable Speaker, we look at the county on source revenue. Honorable Speaker, initially, the county government targeted to collect 1.7 billion Kenya shillings from on-source revenues, but due to the effects of COVID-19 containment measures that affected business operations, the county treasury revised the target to 1.3 billion Kenya shillings. And Honorable Speaker, there is a tabulation given below for county on-source revenue performance by each stream. And Honorable Speaker, I would request the House to look at the table, and if you allow, I'll give a total summation under each column, Honorable Speaker.
Proceed.
Under revised estimates in 2019-2020, total 1,160,776,900 Kenya shillings. Actual performance 2019-2020, 1,376,171,810 Kenya shillings. Totals under printed estimates for fiscal year 2020-2021, 1,729,798,232 Kenya shillings. Revised estimates for fiscal year 2020-2021, 1,299,758,630 Kenya shillings. Actuals for fiscal year 2020-2021, 1,296,364,668 Kenya shillings. Honorable Speaker, In the first quarter of fiscal year 2017-2018, all the way to the fourth quarter, we are given a tabulation there for 4 succeeding years up to 2020-2021, Honorable Speaker. And if you allow me, I will request the House to look at the table and I give the totals for each financial year. 2017-2018, 1,084,204,845 Kenya shillings. Actuals for 2018-2019, 1,557,211,641 Kenya shillings. For the year 2019-2020, 1,376,171,810 Kenya shillings. For fiscal year 2020-2021, 1,296,364,668 Kenya shillings. Honorable Speaker, those were the actuals. Honorable Speaker, from the above analysis, the committee notes that the following are the top 5 main revenue streams which contribute highly in the on-source revenue: land rates, single business permits, quarrying, building plans approval, and parking fees. The county should put more efforts in enhancing the performance of these streams. We look at conditional grants, Honorable Speaker. And the county had budgeted to get 3.23 billion Kenya shillings.
Point of order, Honorable Speaker.
Yes, point of order, Honorable Meta.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I would request to move a motion, request extension of time, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, that aware that standing order number 27 provides that the Speaker shall interrupt business at 12:30 p.m. for the morning sitting. Aware that standing order number 27.3 provides that the House may resolve to extend its sitting time. Aware that standing order number 27.4 requires motion to extend sitting time to be moved at least 30 minutes before the time appointed of adjournment. Honorable Speaker, I beg to move the motion that the House resolves to extend its sitting time until the business before us is complete. I want to request Honorable Jeremiah Munguti to second my motion.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. For the purpose of this House to do with the business, I second.
Thank you, Honorable Meta, for that order. Now, I propose that the question, that the House resolves to extend its sittings time until the business in the order paper is completed. As a man of that opinion, say aye. Aye. As a man of that contrary opinion, say nay. The ayes have it. Proceed, clerk.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I'll continue from conditional grants. Honorable Speaker, the county had budgeted to get 3.23 billion Kenya shillings as conditional grants, but during the period, only 1.64 billion Kenya shillings, representing 51%, was received. And Honorable Speaker, we have a tabulation below with revenue streams and actual revenues from fiscal year 2019-2020 to 2020-2021. Honorable Speaker, with your permission, I will give the totals. Under fiscal year 2019-2020, we have 12,261,310,976 Kenya shillings. 2020-2021, 11,016,948,638 Kenya shillings. The first one was actuals, the second one was approved revenues. For revised revenues of 2020-2021, we have 13,488,571,001 Kenya shillings. Actuals for 2020-2021, Honorable Speaker, we have 11,880,780,605 Kenya shillings. Expenditure performance, Honorable Speaker. During the period, the county achieved 100% absorption rate under compensation of employees, 85% under use of goods and services, while acquisition of assets and financial assets at 61%. There was low absorption, however, Honorable Speaker, of development funds. That is attributed to late disbursement of funds and delay in procurement processes. And we have a summary, Honorable Speaker, that has been given, as I have given, under each year for the period from 2019-2020 to 2020-2021, Honorable Speaker. And under each category, economic item, Honorable Speaker, compensation of employees, actual performance was 100% execution. Under use of goods and services, performance was 85, as I had given earlier on, Honorable Speaker. Acquisition of goods and assets was 61%. And subtotal, the absorption rate was 83%, Honorable Speaker. The committee, Honorable Speaker, is concerned by the low absorption of funds, especially under capital or development budget, and recommends that procurement processes under the same should be initiated in good time to ensure the projects are completed and paid for before the end of each financial year. Honorable Speaker, we look at county entities' expenditure analysis. Honorable Speaker, all the county entities achieved an absorption rate of at least 70%, with the exception of energy, lands, housing, and urban development. This was occasioned by the delay in disbursement of its development budget, which was largely through donor-funded grants, which is the Kenya Urban Support Program, Honorable Speaker. The county entities' expenditure performance, Honorable Speaker, is as given in the table that follows. And with your permission, I would request the House to look at that table, and Honorable Speaker, I give subtotals under each category, Honorable Speaker. So actual expenditure in 2019-2020, we had 11,744,053,771 Kenya shillings. Approved budget, 11,016,948,638 Kenya shillings. Revised estimates in 2020-2021, 13,488,571,001 Kenya shillings. Actual expenditure 2020-2021, 11,221,514,022 Kenya shillings. Absorption rate or budget execution was 83%. Recent economic developments and physical outlook. Honorable Speaker, the outbreak and rapid spread of COVID-19 pandemic, coupled with the ensuing containment measures that have devastated global economies by disrupting businesses and livelihoods. As a result, global growth in 2021 was projected at 6% from a contraction of 3.2% in 2020. The sub-Saharan Africa region has not been spared by the negative impact of the pandemic, with the region's economy estimated to have contracted by 2.6% in 2020 from a growth of 3.2% in 2019. The largest impact of the crisis on growth has been for tourism-dependent economies, while commodity exporting countries have also been hit hard. Growth in more diversified economies slowed significantly, but in many cases was still positive in 2020. Prior to the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic, Kenya's economy was strong and resilient despite the challenging global environment. The broad-based economic growth for 2018 and 2019 averaged 5.9%, outperforming the 5.5% in the previous 5 years, that is from 2019 to 2017. And the average growth rate was 4.7% in the period between 2008 to 2012. In 2020, the Kenya's economy was adversely affected by the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic and the swift containment measures which disrupted economic activities. In addition, Kenya faced two other shocks: the invasion by desert locusts that damaged crops, and floods following rainfall in May 2020. This, in turn, slowed economic growth during the period under review. In the first 3 quarters of 2020, the economy contracted by an average of 0.4% compared to an average growth of 5.3% over the same period in 2019. This decline was as a result of contractions in the services sector, especially accommodation and restaurant, education, wholesale, and retail. Economic indicators by the sector for the fourth quarter of 2020 and the first quarter of 2021 point to a strong recovery. Similar to the global economy, Kenya's economy is projected to rebound in 2021 to 6.6%. The county's economy is not isolated from the effects of the global and national economic occurrences that do arise, since its performance depends highly on the performance of the national economy. Prior to COVID-19, the county's economy was strong and resilient despite the challenging global environment. This is a result of the various projects and programs that the government has continued to implement and geared towards job creation, poverty reduction, food and nutrition, security, promotion of conducive business environment, adequate, affordable and reliable energy supply, environmental conservation and water supply, accessibility of universal healthcare, road expansion, and effective service delivery. The containment measures instituted by the national government to contain the spread of COVID-19 and the invasion by the desert locusts that damaged crops have negatively affected the performance of most sectors in the county. To cushion the economy under a period of review and the medium term, the county is implementing the following programs under Big Fall agenda. Food security, COVID-19 containment measures, unfavorable weather conditions and locust invasion adversely affected the progress of agricultural seasons, livestock sales, market functioning, and income-generating activities, posing a threat to food security position in the county. With agriculture being the economic mainstay, the county will continue to heavily invest in key sectors like irrigation, agriculture, and cooperatives in availing appropriate programs that will ensure sustained food security and nutrition. 2. Universal healthcare. Access to quality and affordable healthcare services is necessary in developing a holistic human capital base that will in turn increase productivity and enhance economic development. To date, the county has made great strides in this sector through Universal Healthcare Program, UHC, provision of 81 ambulances, construction of cancer center, construction of community health facilities to reduce the distance to health centers, construction of maternity wing, and rehabilitation of existing health facilities. However, during the period under review, the outbreak and containment measures of COVID-19 pandemic has overstretched the health sector, and this has necessitated the urgent need to upscale implementation programs geared towards achieving universal healthcare. Manufacturing. The existence of export processing zone, establishment of other manufacturing industries in Mavoko, and recommissioning of Kenya Meat Commission in May 2021 has led to employment creation. Affordable housing. Mavoko area has been selected by the national government for the project of affordable housing flagship program. In addition, during the period under review, the county has implemented the following programs geared towards consolidating economic gains for sustainable socio-economic growth. 1. Installation of Mulika Mwizi in market centers. 2. Installation of NOFBI internet at the headquarters and level 5 hospital. 3. Road network development and maintenance around the county. 4. Establishment of sports stadia and provision of sports equipment. 5. Talent development and management. 6. Construction of gender-based violence center. 7. Establishment of a bursary fund. 8. Environmental conservation through rehabilitation of degraded rivers and planting of trees on the county hills and public institutions. 9. Tourism infrastructure development. 10. Construction of border sheds, Jokali sheds, and market sheds. Risks to the outlook. 1. COVID-19 variants. The ever-present COVID-19 variants may require broader reinstatement or containment measures in the country, which could lead to disruption of trade and tourism. 2, low local revenue inflow. Low revenue inflow has a negative impact on the economic activities of the county, resulting to low economic growth. The county has 26 revenue streams, but only 7 contribute significantly in revenue collection. These include building plans, quarries, land rates, bus parks, and single business permits. Quarries and sands are being depleted over time, which may adversely affect amount of revenue collected. 3, delay in disbursements. Delays in disbursements of funds by the national government will be another challenge, as this will lead to disruption in implementing programs. 4, public expenditure pressures. Public expenditure pressures, especially recurrent expenditures, pose physical risks to the future economic performance of the county. With a commitment to improve infrastructure within the county, like roads and water, there is need to put strategies in place to manage recurrent expenditure. 5, low agriculture output. Over the years, the county has experienced low agricultural output due to erratic weather patterns, leading to depressed livelihood. Resource allocation framework. We look at the implementation of the fiscal year 2020-2021 budget. Honorable Speaker, the CBROP highlights that the implementation of the fiscal year 2021-2022 budget began on a good note, given the exemplary on-source revenue performance over the last 2 financial years. The county is emphasizing on clearing pending bills, completion of ongoing and stalled viable projects with an aim of improving service delivery across the county. To finance the fiscal year 2021-2022 budget estimates, the county projects revenue at 12.23 billion Kenya shillings, which comprise the following. A, equitable share, 9.16 billion Kenya shillings, giving a percentage of 75% of the total budget. B, conditional grants, 1.39 billion Kenya shillings, giving a total of 11% of the total budget. C, on-source revenues at 1.68 billion Kenya shillings, standing at 14% of the total budget. The above mentioned resources will be applied as follows. Recurrent vote, 8.417 billion Kenya shillings. Compensation of employees, 6.199 billion Kenya shillings. Use of goods and services, 2.217 billion Kenya shillings. Development vote, 3.818 billion Kenya shillings. Honorable Speaker, the committee notes the projected level of personnel ratio at 50% against a set limit of 35%. The committee recommends that the county government should put in place measures to ensure that the ratio goes down to set limit. And by doing so, this will release a lot of resources to develop of 2012 principles. 2, 9, annual development plan. 10, budget ceiling and in the medium term. And I would request, Honorable Speaker, that the House looks at the table, giving all the revenue streams. And then Honorable 1,500 Kenya shillings. Printed estimates in 2021-2022, 9,162,304,232 Kenya shillings. Projected estimates for 2022, Honorable Speaker. I look at on-source revenue, Honorable Speaker. 2020 shillings for 2023-2024, 1,648,106,000. 880,780,605 Kenya shillings. In 2021-2022, 12,235,828,250,000, 94 Kenya shillings. In 2024-2025, 11,336,863,565 Kenya shillings. Honorable Speaker, and this is attributed to the non-inclusion of some conditional grants in the projected revenue. The excluded grants are for Kenya Devolution Support Program, KDSP, Kenya Urban 41,243 Kenya shillings, down from 1,682,894,197 Kenya shillings, representing a decline year and each category. Honorable Speaker. Actual expenditure 2020-2021, projected estimates 2023-2024, 11,337,250,094 Kenya shillings. Projected estimates in the development budget is a positive move and should always be encouraged, as this will lead to better services for our infrastructure and ICT, county entity, roads, transport and public works, housing and urban development, county entity, education, skills training and social welfare, youth, sports and culture, law office. Sector number 7, water and irrigation, county entity, water and irrigation. Sector number 8, land development plan of 2018 to 2022. The county is also set to embark in the preparation of the third county integrated development plan, which will run from 2023 to 2027. Honorable Speaker, we look at the committee recommendations. 1, that the county treasury reviews the compilation of county projects and considers deferring new projects by 1 financial year while adequately complementing funding and provision of funds for stalled projects before finalization of budget estimates for fiscal year 2022-2023. 2, that during the preparation of the budget estimates for fiscal year 2022-2023, the county treasury should consider the matter of pending bills and ensure that these are adequately provided for within the approved expenditure ceilings. 3, during the year under review, the county collected on-source revenues of 1,296,364,669 Kenya shillings, and the committee observed that the county is able to perform much better on collection of on-source revenue, and therefore recommends that the county government 1, ensures strict enforcement measures to minimize loss of revenue. 2, strengthens internal controls. 3, automates all the channels of revenue collection. 4, implements the county property valuation role. Another observation, that the procurement processes under the development budget should be initiated in good time to facilitate timely completion and payment of the projects. This will also aid in addressing the issue of pending bills, as projects will be executed and paid for in the fiscal year in which they were initially budgeted for. 5, that the county should keep on increasing the budgetary provisions for development budget estimates, as this will lead to more and better services to our people. The committee recommends that the projected ceilings should greatly guide the preparation of fiscal year 2022-2023 budget estimates. 6, that the county government should put measures in place to reduce the overall wage bill, which stands at 50% of the projected resources. The set limit is capped at 35%, and the county government should work towards reducing the same to the set limit. This will release a lot of resources to development programs. In conclusion, Honorable Speaker, the committee wishes to thank the Office of the Speaker and that of the Clerk for the support extended to the committee by facilitating it to fulfill its mandate. Our sincere gratitude is extended to the County Treasury for being part of this critical process of reviewing SWIBROP. Finally, the committee would like to acknowledge the BSC Secretariat for the role they played in reviewing and processing SWIBROP of 2022. It is therefore, Honorable Speaker, my pleasant undertaking on behalf of BSC to table this report and recommend it to the House for adoption. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Dominic. I now propose the question that this House discusses and approves the report of the Committee on Budget and Appropriation. Sorry. I now put the question that this House discusses and approves the report of the Committee on Budget and Appropriation of on Count Budget Review and Outlook, paper 2021. I now invite members to contribute on the same. Any member? Honorable Kisin.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for allowing me contribute on this debate. I want first to thank the committee, the chair of budget and the entire committee for bringing to us this good report. I just want to raise two questions which were highlighted by the chairman as he was reading. First is the outstanding bills. We have spoke about these outstanding bills, which are making the county government not to prosper because of these outstanding bills. We are passing this budget, and honorable members, I think we are going to leave a very big debt, which is going to be taken over by the other coming government. I also want to speak about the wage bill, which has highly been bloated and which has hindered our development because of most of the funds paying or overpaying the workers. That has also been a headache, and I don't know what we are going to do, but we are also going to leave that heavy debt to the current government. Mr. Speaker, I leave that on you, but it's an ongoing concern. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Gesini, for your contribution. Honorable Mutinda.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. My name is Thomas Mutinda, Member of County Assembly, Wamonyi Ward. Mr. Speaker, I start by thanking the chairman and the committee for the good work done. And Mr. Speaker, I just say that I'm a member of that committee, and I wish to say that the work was diligently done. And I just urge the county government, the executive side, to ensure that the pending bills report is clear and is made public, because every time we bring these reports here, the pending bills has never been given as a finger. It has never been known to this house, and it's wrong that it becomes secret. Mr. Speaker, I think something should be done, because all the way we cannot continue talking the same thing. We have to have it known and programmed for how it is going to be paid, because it's the government directive that it will be the first charge. It will be paid at the first charge, and the time is coming when it will not be easy for the projects to be implemented, because a time will come when the first charge will sweep all the development money. So it should be made clear so that it is done away with. The other thing is the revenue streams. Mr. Speaker, we have talked about site value rates on lands and area rates. And those are other sources of revenue, where in this house we have voted in the budget to have the valuation roll done again, to come to these terms, to the current values, because our proximity to the city, the first city of Kenya, should help us also have good site value rates and good area rates. Remember, Mr. Speaker, the SGR land rates are never collected. They never appear anywhere. They are not valued. And those are areas where we can get a lot of money. There is this issue of Kenya Power tariffs, which should also be paid, because the Kenya Power, the electricity is produced mostly in our area. The powers which crisscross our counties. So, Mr. Speaker, I think a lot has to be done, so that even at the revenues we get, with a big onset revenue, then the recurrent rate will be allowable as per required in the law. So I just want to say that this should be fast-tracked, and a lot has been said as in the report on many things which were to be done. And the report, Mr. Speaker, seems to be looking the same every year, appearing the same way, because it is being brought appearing the same way. When he said that we come and say we have finalized with this and we are engaging in this, so as a county, we should engage and see to it that we achieve our goals. If it's about certain achievements, they should be achieved within specific timelines so that we also deal with other matters. And with those few remarks, Mr. Speaker, I thank you and thank the House for the time I've given. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Mutinda and Honorable Kamitu.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker. I'm Alex Kamitu, MCA Talao, and leader of minority, the heirs of the government in this Honorable House. Honorable Speaker, I also appreciate the good work that the Committee for Budget and Appropriation Committee has sat down. And the subject matter here, Honorable Speaker, is the review in the Outlook paper for 2022. That in a nutshell, it is the summary of, in regard to the budgetary program, areas that we're supposed to review and see exactly where we should improve. So on this note, Honorable Speaker, you have also heard from the previous speakers noting areas that we're supposed to improve on. For example, the wage bill, payment of the pending bills, and more importantly, Honorable Speaker, we should also be reviewing issues in regard to providing provisions for the stalled projects, because it has been like a repetition. It has been an exercise that where we have not been completing identified projects. So it is also important that if the executive should also give a priority that once a project has been identified, it is important for that project to be completed. And this one, when it is completed outrightly, it is an indicator that the contractor will be paid. But when outrightly, when there are these stalled projects, it means it's a repetition, hence pending bills. So this is also, this is another area where we should look as an assembly that once a project has been identified, it should be completed and the contractor paid for that matter. Otherwise, it is a good paper for the county budget review. And this is a report that the executive should review and give out a good outlook for this paper of 2022. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Kamitu, who is also the leader of minority in this House. And I call the mover of the motion, Honorable Nambuki.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I first want to thank the House for the contribution. Honorable Speaker, from the report, it is evident that if we are to take Machacos from the level that we are to the next level, we got to strengthen our revenue streams so that, Honorable Speaker, we may be able to realize our potential that we have as a county. I believe that, Honorable Speaker, we can do much better than the projected collection that we have set, Honorable Speaker, so that we can be able to have much more money for development. And that way, Honorable Speaker, we'll be able to realize a brighter future for the people of Machakos. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Nambuki. I now propose the question. That this House discusses and approves the report of the Committee on Budget and our preparation on County Budget Review and Outlook Paper 2021. As men as are of that opinion say ayes.
Ayes.
As men as of contrary opinion say nay. The ayes have it. Now the House stands adjourned to Wednesday, the 30th day of March, 2022 at 2:30 p.m. Enjoy your evening. your lunch, other members.